So this is how I found this movie out. Bella Sara was something that my sister used to love. It was a card game you got at Walmart or wherever cards were sold, and with the code inside, you could get a horse that you got online. They had mythical horses, Pegasus, unicorns, and even generic horses. Sadly, it was discontinued in 2013, but in the same year, and with a shitty budget, we got this movie that does nothing with the lore and is somehow 360p. Well, there is a 180p version, but YouTube says pay up, but Bella Sara themselves just kind of have it on their website, and they're like, it's okay, you can watch it. So I'll be using that because, fuck the revival. Trust me, this is better to look at than the actual trailers of this show. Why am I able to own all these mythical horses? Why are these horses here? Who is Bella Sara? Tune into this movie because none of those questions are going to get answered except for maybe one. But even then, none of them are going to be answered. So as we open up, we get a very depressing looking scene in the middle of nowhere.
With her husband, Eustace Bad!
Emma is trying to sing a song for her uncle's eclipse party. If it's anything like those red moon parties, might want to stay very far away from that. Colum is trying out his tricks for the party, but ends up getting thrown to the side of the barn. Emma comes out to help and the two begin bickering. Emma's mom is dead. Oh joy, I hope her mother comes back as some sort of spirit or a fucking horse.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean all girls. I'm just saying... Ugh.
No, calm! The flowers were for the party!
All I did was lean on this board and...
You ruined the orchids!
You know, I was thinking about that. And the thing is, I really don't care.
After blaming Colum again, you left it on a piece of wood that was going to fall either because of a person or horses. And you just got one flower. Shut up! She moves the picture on the wall back and finds her mom's journal. Why was it back there?
I'm just riding on my bike and...
I used to sneak into Mom's bedroom to read this.
Blink, motherfucker!
The horses barely blink. The characters barely blink. Was that too much in the budget for us to afford for these animals to blink? Colin comes back asking about the necklace. Emma says she found it in her mom's journal. Colin wants to see which. Emma tells him no. Colin can't take no and tries to take the journal, making it fall to the ground.
Calm!
I just wanted a peek.
You ruined everything!
I'm sorry, Em. I was just trying to...
Ugh!
I'm really sorry.
Stop apologizing!
A, he's gonna get kidnapped. B, they're gonna fall in love. 3, they're gonna end up doing something stupid and having to fix it. Pick your poison. The two ride off to find more orchids in the middle of a drought. Emma finds one as a blue butterfly leads her down a path to a broken tree that is in the shape of a chair. How interesting. Sitting on the stump, she disturbs all the blue butterflies that were inside. Colin comes around and is in just as much awe as she is. Emma begins running after, again, fighting with Colum. In the amount of time it took him to read his comic, which was about a few minutes, she made a few words, and Colum calls her out for how bad they are. Strange lightning begins sparking from Pride Rock. A portal opens as wolves rush out. Emma and Colum race home and leave the journal behind. Murphy transforms into a human, saying that the book is very special. No shit! Emma realizes she left the journal behind and wants to get it. Hell no! She goes back as Colum tries to find her, meeting up with Murphy. He gets distracted by the comic book and Colum runs to help Emma. Colum gets the journal but is knocked down by one of the wolves. He grabs the book and for some reason has no clue if the journal or the comic is the Valkyrie book, which... Okay. Struggling to get it back, Colum and Murphy go through the portal. Emma, along with the two horses, go through the portal. So this lady is wanting to rule Rolandsgard. With the planets aligned, she plans to take it over. So we finally see a different horse. This one looks like it was part plant or could belong to a fairy. Well, I don't know if she is, but she can grow orchids. The portal opens up and wolves, Colum, and Murphy come through. My man just slipped on a book. What? Mirfor tries to deal with Colum to get the book back as the fairy girl helps. Colum rides on his horse as the elf girl helps him get away, falling behind him and calls him a hero. Why? Psst, who knows? Well, Mirfor and some of the wolves find him. Emma arrives. A light appears behind Emma as the three horses surround her. All the horses have names, but I don't care. A woman and her horse come from the light as she greets them. We are currently in North of the North. And I'm bored of bored.
My name is Sara, and this is Bella.
You know, like the card game. So Sara knows about Emma's mother. Well, basically, her whole family. So the journal her mom wrote is their history, not some made-up story. And she's a Valkyrie.
Do I look?
Colum is chased by the wolves, but thanks to the fairy, the wolves are fended off. But for some reason, because Colin's a klutz, he drops the book and Mirfor shows up again. The two ride off and the book is taken by Mirfor. Mirfor returns with both books and gives them to Mifir. But while she's in the greatest of moods, Mirfor ruins it by telling her that a Valkyrie and a hero have come back with him.
Ivana is the enemy of horses and good people everywhere.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
What's horse magic? Well, I'm glad you asked, and I'm glad that we're both on the same page. Back with Bella and Sara, their next to-do is to get the journal back. Inside is a way to open up the doors to Roland's Guard and figure out how to use horse magic. And yes, Emma is the only one to stop her because she's a Valkyrie. Don't really know what that is, but I assume something to do with keeping peace or keeping horses or something. So Sara decides to just give Emma's horse wings. Wings? So Ivana can't read the book. Mirfor tells her to use the black ring with a wolf on it. Of course, he doesn't want to, but it does end up being a voice modification ring, which, alright, I guess, have your fun. After some riding, Emma and Sara meet up with Colum. Oh, and the fairy. Yeah, she was guarding the giant tree, which we saw on Earth, waiting for Emma's return. Why? Should say descendants. To which this also means they didn't know that Emma's mom had died and either didn't care and or they don't know what death is and just brush it off like they lost a penny in their pocket. After retelling us why Ivana is bad and an outfit change, because that's what's important, Fairy Girl, Emma, and Colum head off to defeat Ivana while the Queen stays behind. No, that's more than likely the truth. The three infiltrate the castle and Colum begins distracting them by ringing the giant chimes. Meanwhile, the fairy girl and Emma find the journal. Ivana charges at them, so why not use Emma and kill her afterwards? You need her, obviously, for the book. So Ivana figures out how to get to Roland's Guard and ends up taking both horses, too. Why can no one hang on to this damn journal? With all the planets aligned, the bridge is made.
You think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
You know, a place known for having all these horses and these magic horses sure don't have any. Like, where they go? Who knows? Emma calls the three horses from before. They fight back the wolves as Ivana is taking away horse magic. A game of tug-of-war commences with Ivana and Emma just singing the horses to come to her, and it somehow works. Emma gets the journal back and she sits on the throne. Sara comes back as a missing crowd cheers them on, and they dance until nighttime.
The Ouroboros. On Earth, you call them the Northern Lights.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
Colum and Emma travel back to the Northern Lights because the two are connected with this place, which is apparently a planet in Earth. Don't worry, it's never explained, and the two go home. That's great. We missed the eclipse party. We've been gone for 2 whole days, and that our horses are just somehow gonna change back to normal. But also that the fairy girl didn't come with us. And what is the other place's laws? Because is it the Valkyrie ruling this land and Sara is the last? Or is it that we pick and choose whoever? But then again, we had one bad guy in the wolves that turned out to be bad, but good. I do like Emma's song. I also like how they tried to show us different horses. All 6 of them. Cheering can be heard near the end when both Sara and Emma come out of the castle, but we've only seen our main characters and no one else really. They tried showing us like a few people around, but it's like, where the hell did you people come from? Bad. Animation is awful. Horses don't blink. People being blamed because of their own stupid mistakes or because it was an accident. Emma's an asshole. Like, she blames everything on Colum. Mind you, one of those things was his fault, but she doesn't even treat him like a friend or hell, a relative. She treats him like the kid your parents forced you to play with. How old are Colum and Emma? Also, why does it feel like they want these two to be shipped together? They're cousins. So they've really not had any Valkyries for 1,000 years. How long did Emma's mom live to be? CGI is a mess, especially in front of real clouds. So what did we learn today, kids?
Leave.